on earth? Stop and get ready to explore a way lesser known Mexican city. You'll be surprised, not everything's about Tulum. We're packing my bags right now because we're gonna spend the next, We're gonna spend the next 3 nights exploring the region of Merida. We're gonna get up to some epic stuff, so packing it up, let's get in the car. There's no better way to explore a new country than with a classic road trip. Well, a road trip without tolls would be nice, but that seems impossible here in Mexico. There's gonna be a couple of them, so make sure you factor in a little bit extra money into the budget. Along with that, the cheapest rental we managed to find was a company called Utzil, which was roughly around 20 USD a day. And after a couple hours of driving, we were at our first destination. There's nothing like starting a vlog with discovering some old ancient pyramid ruins, am I right? Whoa, what the heck? Welcome to Chichen Itza, one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Let me spit some quick facts which I found from a travel guide, which is that this thing was built in 600 AD, but they didn't discover it till a century later in 1600 AD, which means we've only seen it for the last 400 years. What's even crazier is that there is actually a cenote under there. They built this pyramid on top of an awesome cenote. So we're not allowed to go to that sacred cenote, but it's pretty cool to know that there's an awesome ancient swimming pool underneath this pyramid. This hurts so bad. That's probably one of the most annoying sounds you'll ever hear come reflect off an ancient temple. Ooh. Back in the 1900s, they found a bunch of dead bodies, artifacts and other things, but mainly there's a bunch of dead bodies in these cenotes, so that's kind of creepy, and you can't actually swim in it anymore, but probably for good reason. Yeah, fun fact for the day. That video out of context looks really weird. If you are coming here, bring some water because yikes, even as an Australian, this heat, it's up there. The next morning we woke up early and went straight to breakfast at a really cool organic place called El Barrio. Now, I'm not much of a foodie, but the reviews online were too good to pass up and it delivered. This was amazing. The food was so yummy, we absolutely demolished it, so I highly suggest you start your morning here. Whoa, I'm so full and those burgers only cost $8 each. And now it's time for a cenote. Let's go. After another quick Google, we realized there are so many cenotes around this area, it's going to be impossible to do them all. So we decided to pick one and just go with it. Alright, after a 1-hour drive, we've come to the cenote called Yaal Utzil. I hope I'm saying that correctly, and we thought it would be quite touristy because online everyone said, oh yes, it's got a lot of tourism, blah blah blah, but we're here and there's no one else around, so this will be quite interesting. The entry fee is 60 pesos, which is only 3 USD, so not too bad. And after a very thorough health check, you know, because obviously this works, we're in.
I'm stoked for this one.
No one here.
This is great.
No one else is here. We're the only people and it looks amazing. I haven't even jumped in the water yet, but the water is insanely blue. Like, I know every cenote is blue, but check this. I know I say this about every single cenote I visit, but this one's gotta be the best one. I mean, look at this, and no one's even around, like, come on! After spending literally all afternoon here, I think we spent about 5 hours, no one else around. We're gonna leave, but this cenote definitely exceeded my expectations for 3 US or 60 Mexican pesos. Like, you could easily spend a half a day here. And what's even more funny is apparently around the corner is a very, very, very expensive and popular cenote. I will put the name up somewhere. But you have to pay like 500 peso to enter there, and you're around with a swarm of tourists. So it's ironic that this is literally just like a 300-meter walk around the corner. First day in this region, an absolute success. And now for the 1-hour drive back to our home base in Merida. Woof, okay, we're back at it again. It's the next day and we decided to drive another hour in another direction from Merida to Izamal. Izamal is basically known for being just a very yellow city, and we're gonna explore as many yellow things as we can in the next few hours. So as you can see behind me, this is the church and it's very yellow. Let's go. Also, can we just quickly reference how good the weather we got today is? It's like we've got the Simpsons clouds, we've got the beautiful yellow buildings. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart. What is it that you do?
So we decided to just get lost in the city, walking around random streets, and as you can see, everything is yellow. Luckily for me, yellow is my second favorite color after orange, so I'm loving it.
Hey George,
Yeah?
do you know why the city's yellow?
Why?
1992, John Paul II came to visit, and the city's like, oh gosh, let's make it look like the Vatican. Painted in yellow and white.
What?
Heavenly, yep.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, okay, I'm gonna use that in my vlog. Hey, do you guys know why this city? Although Izamal is known as a beautiful place to come and take a lot of Instagram photos, there's actually a bit of history of this place, which is kind of cool. It actually has a bunch of pyramids and a bunch of Mayan ruins here. Along with that, it's known as the Magic City. Hopefully you can come here and get some really good magical lifestyle photos for your Instagram and actually learn about the city as well. Let's go check out the pyramids. In the middle of the city, there's a Mayan ruin that is an old pyramid that we're actually allowed to climb. So let's try and do this. We just climbed to the top of a pyramid, which is just in the center of the whole city, which is really cool. The pyramid name is Kinich Kak Moo, and I absolutely nailed that after trying about for 10 minutes off camera. And it's only approximately maybe a 5 to 10 minute walk, so highly recommend you jump up here to get a view above the city. Izamal is a great place to spend half a day because it's not every day you get to climb an ancient Mayan pyramid. Along with that, there are actually 3 types of different architecture in this city. Pre-Hispanic,
Colonial,
colonial,
contemporary,
contemporary.
triple city,
Boom.
triple vibe.
After exploring the city for a few hours, checking out all the yellow things and seeing the history with the pyramid, it's time to head back to Merida, where we're going to spend the rest of the afternoon exploring and potentially find some yummy food. Let's go. So we've made it down to the city center here in Merida. We're gonna check it out for the afternoon, and I don't know why, but every single city center I've ever been to always has a flock of pigeons. What the actual heck? This city's actually pretty notable because it's basically another place where the Spanish came through and conquered the Mayans, and there's just a whole bunch of historical buildings and things like that.
No way. Nice try though.
What?
Historical buildings and things like that. What is things like that?
I nailed that. I nailed that intro.
What are things like
I nailed that intro.
What do you mean by things like that?
Things like that.
What are things like old ancient buildings? What is
Things like that.
So name some things that are like that.
Like archaeology.
You're the worst vlogger on earth.
Wow, my audience doesn't think so. Doesn't seem to think so. Guys, it's hot. It's really hot, and we've had a big day. Whew. Let's go. After exploring downtown Merida for half a day, we realized that this city is absolutely massive and you could probably spend a week exploring the city alone, so we're gonna have to come back for a different trip to finish that. And here's proof of me being a very safe, sanitized traveler. Wow, Jorden, so responsible. Our 3 nights in Merida are officially up and we're going back to our base in Playa, but the 3-hour drive would be a little bit boring, so we decided to mix it up by going to some ruins and an awesome cenote. The cenote behind us is called Accenture. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but it's 170 pesos and it's huge and it looks like a really good time. So absolutely massive. Look at this drop. Woo! many times you do it, you know you can do it because you've done it all the times. It doesn't matter. It's the same feeling every time. Like,
It's nice. It's nice.
Okay.
Alright, Jords. Oh yeah.
My precious. My precious.
What's happening? What's happening?
And there we go, another cenote with barely anyone here, and honestly, it's just as fun as the rest of them. Cenotes never get old. This is the epitome for fun in Mexico for me, and what's great about this one is that they don't care about life jackets or any of that stuff. They just let you sort of like enjoy your life down here in the cenote. I even took a tube, they didn't even mind. They didn't even charge me for the tube. They just said, yeah, take the tube, have some fun, whatever. So, absolutely love this cenote. And just like that, our 3 nights based in Merida are over and we're headed back to our base in Playa del Carmen. Also note that next to this cenote is Balam Archaeological Zone, and you can actually go and explore those ruins as well. It's literally next door to the cenote that we were just at, but it's going to put you back 400 peso or roughly 20 USD, so you got to keep that in mind. If you're wanting to get into filmmaking or start a YouTube channel, all the music that I actually used was from Epidemic Sound, link in bio to a free trial if you want to check that out. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. It helps me out more than you probably know, and remember to subscribe for more travel videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. What the heck? Goodbye.